This podcast is brought to you by Audible. Please visit audibletrial.com/mediahole in order to get a 30-day free trial, including one free audiobook that you can listen to on your iPhone, your Android, your Kindle, and any MP3 player. Thank you very much, Audible. In fact, Audible has over 180,000 audiobooks that you can choose from. This is great. This is good stuff. Thanks, Audible.
Chill.
Oh my God, that was so loud.
Oops.
Welcome to the Media Hole Podcast, baby.
Hey. Oh,
Okay, let's just...
I thought you were welcoming
cut this
me
part
back
out.
as a baby. What, so I don't get to yell shill at you?
No, I don't know. This is a terrible start.
Shill.
All right, good enough. Welcome to the Media Hole Podcast. This is episode 12. I'm Nathan, and I'm joined by my boy Davis for the first time in a long time.
Changed genders recently.
Well,
No longer a boy. I'm a man.
fair enough. My good man, Davis.
A whoa man.
Yeah. And if you remember Davis, he was on the first two episodes and the fifth episode. And what a good boy to have back.
Goodbye. The Lord buys.
But yeah, in case you don't know this podcast and this is your first time, Media Hole is a podcast where we talk about movies and video games and comics and television and all sorts of media. We like to shoot the shit and have a great time.
I'd like to bring up something
Yes.
that I've been thinking about a lot lately.
And?
So you know Adam from like Genesis 2, like Adam and Eve?
Yeah.
So at one point,
Yes.
he had the world's largest penis, the world's smallest penis,
Yeah.
and an average penis at the same time.
Exactly.
That's been bothering me a little bit.
It's also true about you.
Like, who the fuck is this guy? Yeah. Just the second part, not the first or the third. Like a Ken doll, baby.
Nice.
Like Pluto.
Honestly, nice.
Okay.
Honestly, just being flat down there, wouldn't it be just so much easier to wear pants or just do shit?
Being flat. Yeah, like,
Just no jennies, no hair.
yeah.
Boom.
I'm currently fucking commando. And as you can see, things are tucking in the...
Yeah. Wouldn't it just be great to like just not have anything there?
Yeah, like, I mean, like, it's great when there are things there.
Yeah. I would say
Don't
like,
get me wrong.
oh, wouldn't it be good? Hold on. Wouldn't it be good if it like, it had like, it retracted in and then it would come out when you need it?
Obviously, you've never been in a swimming pool.
I mean, like folds in.
Obviously, you've never been in a cold swimming pool.
When I was a little kid, I actually fell into our swimming pool in winter when I was like 9.
How'd your dick do?
I
Let's talk about your
don't
child
remember.
dick.
I got fished out because even though could swim quite well, it was so cold that I just was paralyzed.
Ah,
Yeah,
you're doing much better now.
I know.
Brain damage is almost not a
New year, new me, baby.
What year do you think it is?
2006,
I'm not going to be the one to break that to you,
Teen.
so sure. Yeah.
right? Right?
What happened to it's Michael Jackson? How is he doing? What do you think
Dead.
he's up to right now? Okay,
He's
yeah.
dead.
So we put you past 2008.
2016, right?
Yeah, so David Bowie, what do you think about him?
Oh, dude, love his music.
Don't want that guy to die, right?
Oh yeah, what a good guy.
Yeah, he'll never die.
Yeah, he's great. He's Ziggy Stardust. That's a terrible bit.
Neil Peart passed yesterday
Oh, that sucks.
of the Rush, band Rush, he's the drummer.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Well,
I know because I've watched Freaks and Geeks.
true. Oh, yeah. True. Jason Segel.
Yeah,
Segel?
I think it's Siegel.
Segel. Yeah, then Steven Seagal. The Seagull Whisperer.
Nice.
Not nice. Painful. So, 2016, what a great year it's been.
I know,
to a
right?
fresh start, 2017.
Hope they don't vote for that loser. Am I right, fellas? Gotta wait till November to know, though. Right? Just kidding. They'll elect Hillary. Obviously.
How about your boy Bernie?
Well, Bernie, yeah, but unfortunately Bernie hasn't made it in the DNC. It's still 2016. That's the joke. No, it's 2020.
Yeah.
Hey, actually vote for Bernie.
Vote for Davis.
Well, yeah, but Davis can't run legally. You've been barred.
When I go swimming pools, I have an invisible pee-pee. Vote for me.
Davis's plan for America is just fucking do it.
So here's a poor analogy. Not for me, but the Peachy Man himself was a peach, and I like his whole fuck it YOLO attitude behind it. Because, like, did you ever do so badly in COD, like Call of Duty, you just shoot the ground with an RPG to kill your team? I feel like that was Trump every time.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like Donald Trump standing there like, you know what? They've already impeached me. I might as well just burn the whole country to the ground.
That's cutting off your dick to spite your balls. So what are we going to be talking about today?
2020 is going to be a great year, you guys.
Yeah, I'm not going to be around for it. That made it sound like I'm going to die. That's not at all what's happening. Just going to go hang out with Bowie for a bit. Yeesh. So what are we talking about today, Nathan?
Well, I've got a list of things I've done this week / watched, because I actually don't really do anything.
True.
That I would like to talk about. Where do you want to start?
Well, while it's fresh in my mind.
Yeah, you just watched 1917 by Sam Mendes.
Definitely top 3. I'm not a huge war movie guy.
Yeah.
Top 3 for me, though.
Top 3 war movies of all time?
War movies, yeah.
Ooh.
Up there with Private Ryan and...
Full Metal Jacket?
No. Fuck FMJ, man.
I like that movie.
It's good until they go to Vietnam.
I mean, the first half is so good.
Exactly.
It's like one of the best movies.
Yeah, and then
the second half is less good, but it's still good. Like, as a whole, it's still a very good movie.
Yeah. I like Hacksaw Ridge a lot, too.
I haven't seen it.
It's really
because
good.
Mel Gibson did it.
True, but also Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, but I like... that's the problem.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, Mel Gibson sucks, but Andrew Garfield...
Mel Gibson, Andrew Garfield. Racist or Spider-Man?
Damn it. You got the two... You got the worst thing you can be in the world and the best thing you can be in the world. Fuck.
What one's the worst?
I mean, I'm going to leave it up to interpretation.
Wow. Get a load of this guy. Anyway, 1917 was a lot of fun. I was comparing it to Nathan earlier about Birdman.
Because it's all done in one shot, like or not actually all done in one shot, but it's like the
scenes are hidden in pretty much. And 1917 did it very wonderful, and immediately there was a twist in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not immediately, 20 minutes in,
yeah,
which I thought was really cool the way they were running things because it was very unexpected to me. I didn't go into the movie knowing a lot about it before. I knew he had to get a letter to another
the brother, right?
Yeah. Which was across the no man's land and everything. So it was really... I wasn't bored at all during the movie. I was constantly on the edge of my seat. And there was this beautiful scene when they were using overhead flare guns at nighttime.
Yeah.
It reminded me very much so of in Ragnarok. The Valkyries on the horses, and they had that...
Yeah, the painterly section.
Yeah, it was beautiful because he's running through a little broken French town. Nice. And with all the surroundings being destroyed, right? Mm-hmm. You'd have all these different shadow effects plus the positioning of the flare in the sky.
Oh, that's really
gorgeous. Cool. It was gorgeous.
I really want to watch it. Well, it's Roger Deakins is the cinematographer who did obviously like Blade Runner, and I believe he did the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
Love that movie because this isn't my quote. I read it online, but every frame from that movie is a painting. Yeah,
well, that's the name of a great no longer around web series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the guy who would talk about film. He's from Vancouver, but he's like an editor professionally, and so I think he just got a really good job and couldn't make the show anymore, which is like, fair. Oh, that's great and a shame. Mm-hmm. Although I remember somebody making the joke that it's good that he wasn't still making content when Loving Vincent came out, because every frame of that movie is literally a painting. Yeah. He'd just get like a bunch of messages about it, like,
is this you?
Like, because they like hired artists around the world to do each frame.
How long did that movie take them? I never even watched it.
6 years.
6 years.
Chris and Emma watched it. I want to watch it. I just haven't. Mm-hmm. I wish I did. It'd be great.
I didn't even hear it going to theaters.
I didn't.
Oh, where'd they go? Toronto?
It went to the festivals. It didn't come to theaters here, but I think it's like online somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I think it's on Netflix or something. But yeah, so I've heard that movie's good, but I'd heard like sometimes some scenes, like the one shot thing is really good, but some scenes like it kind of the scene would flow a bit better if it could do like a traditional shot reverse shot just to make it a little bit more, I guess, flowing.
I have a counter argument to that, but like it's hard because
I haven't seen it. That's just the criticism I heard from a couple people.
But I feel like they're not really paying attention to things because when they are panning out to such scales and it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on, there are so many like minor details going on, like the interactions between people, real world, that's being done in one shot. Like that's really something to think about.
So knowing obviously the bias of this channel, better or worse than Dunkirk?
Better. Yeah.
Yeah. You know it. That's not a hard thing to do.
No,
but I like Sam Mendes. I just haven't seen any of his other movies. I know he did Skyfall and Spectre, but
you haven't seen Skyfall. No. Spectre was all right.
I'm not a huge James Bond guy.
Not even like a little James Bond guy.
I've seen Casino Royale and A Quantum of Solace.
Solace. And then Skyfall, I really liked.
Yeah.
Spectre was fucking.
Not so good.
And then No Time to Die.
The new one is by a really well-known director. He's the guy who did Trainspotting and Slumdog Millionaire and it was supposed to be him. Instead, they got rid of him and they hired on the guy who did True Detective season 1.
Ooh, the good True Detective season.
And Maniac.
Ooh. Was Maniac the one on
Netflix, the show.
Yeah, with the
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. I keep wanting to call him Seth Rogen, but that's just because he's fat and Jewish.
And because they're friends.
Yeah, true. Beautiful.
But yeah, so that's cool. I want to check that out. I really want to see Little Women. I've only heard good things, but Chris and Emma, who are the people I see every movie with, are like, oh, we don't really like period pieces. And I was like, Greta Gerwig did Lady Bird. That's one of my favorite movies of the last few years.
So sorry, it sparked my brain when we're talking.
Yep.
Did you ever see Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal?
I didn't. That's Denis Villeneuve. Denis Villeneuve.
My boy did Blade Runner.
Yeah. I see. Here's the thing. I've loved 2 of the Denis Villeneuve movies I've seen, and I hated one.
What was the one you hated?
I really didn't like Sicario.
Did he do the second? I wasn't really like in love with the first one. A lot of my friends enjoyed it. Isn't he doing Dune? No.
Dune, yeah.
He's doing that. He's on that.
So it's him going up against the legacy that is David Lynch's Dune. And what a good segue, because I started rewatching Twin Peaks this week.
There you go.
Oh, look at that.
I'm surprised you've even showered. You're not just lost in the show.
Dude, I love that show. Dude, it's so good. I'm just like 3. I just watched the first 3 again.
So Old Peaks?
Yeah, old. Because I was like, I want to rewatch it before, and I still never watched the movie, The Fire Walk With Me, which is like a prequel that takes place in the few days before Laura Palmer dies.
Okay.
So I never saw that, and I didn't see the limited series. So now that I have like the full collection from Z to A box set, I'm like, oh, I'm going to go through all that. So Twin Peaks, in case you've never heard of it somehow, just kidding. It's valid to not know things. You don't have to know everything. I don't want to come across as toxic on this show.
I'm toxic. Know things.
Yeah.
Read things.
Yeah. But you don't know who's listening, right? Like, that's the problem. If you're 14, you have every right to not know Twin Peaks because it came out like fucking 15 years before you were alive.
But if you're 15, you can get right fucked, buddy.
If you're 28, how have you not already fucking seen it?
Yeah. If you're 28 and your hand's on your gooch right now, there's no way you haven't seen Twin Peaks.
Come on. Take your hand out your gooch and fucking turn on the TV.
Wash your hand first. You don't want to miss.
Wash your hands. Turn on the fucking TV. Go to channel 468.5. It's going to be showing Twin Peaks all day here in South Dakota, which is what this is an accent of. Definitely.
Actually, no, fuck you. If we had to remind you to wash your fucking hands, you're the kind of guy I don't want to watch this fucking show. Fuck you.
Yeah, the show's going to be too weird for you.
Yeah, too weird.
How about turn off the TV, look in the mirror, stand there for about 5 to 6 hours, look in the mirror. Don't break eye contact. That's how the mirror demon gets you.
You know what a sleep demon is? A mirror demon's worth is Kiefer Sutherland.
Listen, I don't know if you know this, but Kiefer Sutherland, he might fucking kill you.
Yeah, and he can only count to 24. It's fucking bullshit.
He doesn't have to pee. It's a fact.
You tell me my man don't pee or poop?
He don't pee or poop.
Are you honey dicking?
No. Kiefer Sutherland don't have to pee. He don't have to poop, and he rarely ever have to vomit, but sometimes. And so if he catches you, you're dead unless he's vomiting, and he doesn't do it that much. So like you're fucked.
Are you a gambler? What's the most you've ever lost on a coin toss?
Kiefer Sutherland one time came out of my mirror and told me that I had a large dick, and that was concerning because I was fully clothed.
Oh, he saw you in the pool.
But I don't have a pool.
That's just what we North Dakotans call a bathtub.
You're from fucking North Dakota. How fucking dare you sit in my house and talk to me like that?
Wash your ass.
How about you take a sponge and just shove it right down your throat?
So Twin Peaks is about Kiefer Sutherland being a mirror dude.
I love this podcast, you guys. I miss Davis so much.
I love you.
Oh, that was such a dumb bit. Twin Peaks is a great show about FBI agent Dale Cooper who gets called to the small town in the Pacific Northwest called Twin Peaks. It's along the Canadian border to solve the murder and attempted murder of 2 high school aged girls. In this show, it's basically a vehicle for you to meet all of the strange and interesting characters of the town and experience some cool stuff. It's the most popular David Lynch thing because it's the most normal, and it's still quite weird. People hated the Fire Walk With Me movie because it was so different from the show because it was more like a David Lynch movie. But in the years and like the 2 decades since, like the movie's gone down as a classic. But at the time, noted film boy Quentin Tarantino said, quote, "I won't watch another David Lynch thing again." I used to love him. So, you know, but Twin Peaks is really fucking good. Like, it's a classic for a fucking reason. And it just put it in my veins. I love stuff like Twin Peaks, too. Like, Gravity Falls is just Twin Peaks, but a cartoon. Deadly Premonition is just Twin Peaks, but a video game. The Killing is just Twin Peaks, but it's more straightforward and serious instead of being, like, kind of goofy and weird.
The whole Kiefer Sutherland mirror monster is just a metaphor for washing your fucking hands.
Obviously, the Kiefer Sutherland thing is heavily inspired by strange shit. It's absurd, like Twin Peaks and other David Lynch works.
True.
Damn. But yeah, so I really love that fucking show, and everybody got to check it out. You gotta fucking watch it. It's one of the best television series of all time, easily.
Don't start with new Peaks. Start with
obviously. The watch order that I would recommend if you want to like get into David Lynch is because of what happens with like New Peaks and how fucking off the rails it goes. Like, it's more of a David Lynch film than it is a Twin Peaks season 3 in a sense, from what I've been told. So I would recommend watch Blue Velvet, watch Twin Peaks seasons 1 and 2, maybe watch Fire Walk With Me or watch Eraserhead first. Then like
don't watch Eraserhead first.
Eraserhead's great. I love that movie.
You don't want that to be your first experience though.
No. I'm saying watch Blue Velvet because it's his most normal movie. Then Twin Peaks season 1 and 2 because it's like it takes a lot of the themes of Blue Velvet and like pushes it into the television show. There's a lot of similarities. But yeah, then Fire Walk With Me is the movie after, but be prepared for it to be much stranger and spookier than the show. And then Mulholland Drive, Eraserhead, his other works, and then watch Twin Peaks, the limited series event. Otherwise known as Twin Peaks The Return, otherwise known as Twin Peaks Season 3, otherwise known as a different show also just called Twin Peaks.
Also known as not New Peaks, not Old Peaks. The Peaks.
The Peaks, baby.
The Peaks. It's like Keith Sutherland outside your window at night. It's the Peaks.
Yeah. It's true. If you look in the fucking mirror and you see Keith fucking Sutherland, maintain eye contact and walk backwards out of the bathroom.
You have to say Donald Sutherland backwards 3 times while
you have to say Donald Sutherland.
You have to say he was never in the Hunger Games.
You gotta look Kiefer Sutherland in the eye and tell him he's a better Solid Snake than David Hayter because he's so embarrassed. He's so embarrassed about stealing the role. He's not a better Solid Snake than David Hayter. But you got to tell him that because he's got a fragile ego. And if you break his fragile ego, he'll fucking strangle you in your sleep. I swear to God.
He is David fucking Sutherland. He will kill you harder.
Did you just say David fucking Sutherland?
Oh my God, I did.
That's not even his dad's name.
Donald.
That's Donald.
Sorry, I purged that name from my brain recently.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But it's back.
It's back, baby.
It's gone again. We're talking about David Sutherland.
We're talking about David Sutherland of North Dakota.
He's a really nice guy.
He owns a grocery store.
Yeah.
One time, he tried to fucking sell me 2 melons for the price of 3, and I think that's some fucking horse shit. But let me tell you, most of the time, he's a decent man.
I sold him my sister for a 6-pack of Coors Light, and he still fucking stiffed me.
He owes me $800 from the war. I won't tell you which war.
Why does he owe you $800?
It's classified.
Gulf War. That's a Gulf War shit.
It's from the Gulf War, not the Gulf War. The Gulf
Everything
War.
makes it way back to old David Trump.
Let me tell you this, David Trump. Listen, David Trump, I swear to God, if you don't get out of the White House, my mom's going to call you one more time.
Why is it
and she won't call you 2 more times. She'll only call you 1 more. And if you don't listen to a call, I swear to God, something bad's going to happen. I can't tell you for legal reasons.
I can't tell you what's going on, but I just wouldn't purchase any more mirrors for your house.
My ma one time met Kiefer Sutherland and baked him a plate of cookies and a bottle of garbage.
Turns out I just told her she took the wrong pain meds.
But now, because she took the wrong pain meds and metaphorically made a bottle of garbage for Kiefer Sutherland, he works for her. And I swear to God, David Trump, he'll come to your fucking White House and he'll get fucking dirt on the carpet. I swear to God.
Swear to God. All over the carpet. Who's this fucking guy? I'm the guy doing the job. He must be the other fucking guy.
I love how this accent has been like New York and Boston.
Nowhere near the Dakotas.
Yeah. That was the joke because I was like, this is a Boston accent and I'm going to say it's from South Dakota.
We Northers don't like the Southies that much.
Ah, fucking Southies. This is such a great bit. Like,
when we're talking about Donald Lynch's movie.
Fucking Donald
Lynch.
Lynch.
That was painful to say.
David Lynch has I said this to you before, he's got the best speaking voice in the world. Yeah. He's like, when you do this scene, could you just picture Elvis? What do you mean? Picture Elvis. Okay.
Are you asking for me to overdose on the toilet with a PB loaf on my lap?
Yeah, so I want to get you to picture it and then play the scene one more time.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just not listen to what you're asking me to do, and I'm going to continue on doing what I'm doing.
Sounds, all right, and action.
Who the fuck is Elvis Presley? I'm fucking 14. I got 10 more years till Sutherland can't count over my fucking age.
Hey, what's wrong with you? I'm fucking 14 years old.
What do you mean I can't smoke?
I swear to God, Mrs. Pepper, if I can't smoke at least 5 cigarettes in your class, I'm fucking leaving.
What are you even teaching? Gym class?
This is fucking geometry.
Oh, geometry.
Oh, fucking
geometry, David. Geometry.
Geography.
Why are we learning about physics and shit?
Why are we learning about psychics?
Oh, you mean bibliography.
Oh, you mean bibliology.
Telegraphy.
Oh, shit.
Calligraphy.
Cornography.
Handicap parking spaces. Where are they? My mother needs 3 of them. She is the size of a small beached whale, and she's been smoking for 40 years.
Listen, I swear to God, I didn't drive my motorized shopping cart that I stole from fucking Ralph's today into this classroom to be disrespected. I swear to fucking God.
We're going to play True Truth and a Lie.
We're going to play...
I think my dad's the garbage man. I know the dad's my garbage man. And I can't decide on what fucking accent I'm doing anymore.
We're going to play 5 truths and 13 lies. It's a new game to get to know you. I'm going to start. He's one of the lies. Shit, I shouldn't have said that.
You have no reason to be afraid of mirrors. That's not a lie.
My dad is David Sutherland. My mom is David Donald G. Sutherland Jr.
It's French for Melania.
It's German for malaria.
Are we going back to calligraphy, eh?
Yeah, that's right. Have you ever taken the calligraphy of Berlin, Germany before and after the wall? That's right. The Wall of 1812.
Now listen to me right now. I just want you to close your eyes right now.
Yeah.
Just close your eyes for me and picture Elvis. Okay.
What the fuck is an Elvis?
Where are my fucking handicapped parking space?
What happened to my hands?
Where
the fuck are my hands? Listen, I closed my eyes for about 5.6 seconds, and motherfucker, now my hands are just gone. I still got my watch, but my fucking hands are gone.
Hey, I found a pair of hands.
What do they look like?
Like feet, but smaller.
Aw, shit, those are mine.
No, I'm taking them.
Hold on.
How you gonna stop me?
Does it have a small tattoo of a large penny on the left palm?
It looks more like a nickel to me.
Yeah, those aren't mine. You can take them.
Oh boy, Daddy's got lunch.
Nice, dude. I love having... I love Christmas hand.
Yes, we for Christmas this year we baked a nice little turkey and a Christmas hand. You mean ham, Grandma? Oh no!
Oh no, baby! You don't know how we do it in fucking Dakota.
I gotta make a couple calls.
I'm from Glensdale, North Dakota.
You got hands? Who's your hand guy? $5 hands.
Listen, dude, that's fucking that's $1.25 per finger.
Who's your finger guy?
One time I took a fucking taxi from East Dakota to South Dakota. Motherfucker charged me $800.
$800? Listen, now I want you to do.
It's only about 45 miles per kilometer. I mean, fuck off. It shouldn't be $800.
$800. Can you close your eyes for a second?
Hold on.
Just do something for me.
Hold on. Oh, my one eyelid ain't working no more good anymore. I died in the Gulf War.
Ah, classified information.
Yeah.
Okay, close your weird eye.
Oh fuck.
And can you just do something for me?
Yeah.
Who's your taxi guy?
Oh, my taxi guy? That's John.
John.
Yeah, that's right. John Jackson.
How many hands does he have?
He has about 14 hands.
I don't like this guy. He seems pretty handsy.
He has a hand instead of where he would normally have had. You know what I'm talking about in the pants.
Feet?
Yeah.
Kneecaps?
Yeah, that too. I mean, he has 14 hands. He's got a hand wherever you think he should have a hand. He has a hand on either side of his head for his into the ears, but he still hears pretty good. He's good at echolomcation.
I told you I didn't want to talk about calligraphy anymore.
No, echolomcation is like when you go to a new country.
I think you're talking about the Emancipation Proclamation.
Oh no, the Emancipation Proclamation is what happens when you go to Hawaii and you eat only pineapple. Yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I think what you're talking about is who's your hands guy.
Oh, I already told you.
Side note, if there was a guy with 14 hands on his body, it's not even like a round of applause. It'd be like a line of applause. A linear applause ladder. An elevator of applause.
Yeah. Oh, you should see him at a music show. Man's clapping for hours.
I sent him to the local band camp because it makes them feel better because they think there's a lot of people there. But no, it's just John.
It's terrible when you invite him to a business meeting. They shake his hands all fucking day. I swear to God.
It's like, did you watch Final Space Season 2?
No.
Oh! That's my hands guy. Damn it. Anyway.
Yeah, let's get out of that bit before we alienate even more people.
It's a black hole.
Ugh, that's so funny, though. I was, like, crying laughing at one point of that.
I have one single tear that shed for John in his 14 hands.
Damn. I feel you.
Gotcha.
All right. Oh, fuck. This is too good. Okay. Real quick.
It's not going to be quick.
Yeah, you're right. Have you heard of Wattam, the video game? Wattam, Wattam.
Why does that sound so familiar?
It's a game that came out slightly recently from Keita Takahashi, who created the first two Katamari games.
Oh.
It's really good.
So what do you do in this game?
You control friends and you try to make friends and solve light puzzles and help people have fun. It's pretty good. I'd say it's like kind of for kids.
So you need friends to play this game?
No. You make friends with other characters. You play a guy who's the mayor, and then you meet friends. Like, there's a guy who's a rock, and a guy who's a toilet, and there's a guy who's the sun, and there's a guy who's... everything is a guy. Like a person. I guess not necessarily a guy.
Mm-hmm. So it's a friendship simulator?
Yeah, it's really good. And then you take control of them, and you have a bomb in your hat, and it makes you all fly around. It's really cute.
What was that last part?
When you use the bomb in your hat, it makes everybody fly around. It explodes and everybody flies around, and then they land back down and they're like, oh, that was fun.
Who's your bomb guy?
Me. It just spawns in my hat every time. I'm the mayor.
Wattam. So, what is Wattam? Is that the name of the place? Is that just the title of the game?
It's the title of the game. I believe it's like some combination of like a Japanese word and a word in a completely different language that like comes together to mean something like friendship or happiness or something.
I think I know what it means.
It's like how Katamari isn't like a real word. It's just like a made-up word.
Mm. Well, Katamari and Wattam are similar words.
Yeah.
I know what they mean.
Yep.
I got the gods to describe it for me.
Nice. But,
mirror sex. Pretty much.
But yeah, no, it's a really good game. I'd say especially like if you're... I guess if you know a young child who you want to teach basic empathy to... I know
plenty of young children.
If you want to teach some empathy to them, this is a good empathy learning tool game. But it's also cute and fun, and you can enjoy it as an adult. Just like know that it's kind of... It's not as good... Like, Katamari is just perfect. Like, that's the problem, is that game's like nearly perfect.
A beautiful train wreck of a video game.
It's incredible.
I don't mean that in any kind of bad way.
Yeah.
It is just... Shit goes south so quickly.
It's true. But it's so fun and cute and exciting and weird.
And very aggravating.
Sometimes.
Very aggravating.
But you can't help but smile.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like... Na, 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 na.
It's not good fucking music.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't look at me.
Well, every song in the soundtrack
is
delicious. It's great. They're all incredible.
Do they fucking bop?
They all bop. But Wattam has a great soundtrack too. It's just not as good as the fucking masterpiece that is Katamari Damacy.
True.
But yeah, it's still quite good. I'd say check it out. It's not a full price game, so like, you know, I guess it's fair. But yeah, it's really interesting.
Right on, brother.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So what else is going on?
What else on the list? All right. Carol and Tuesday is an anime on Netflix.
Okay.
It's really good.
Carol on Tuesday?
Carol and Tuesday.
Carol and Tuesday. Carol's the name?
Carol and Tuesday are both names. Yeah.
Like a Christmas Carol on a Tuesday?
And it's spelled with an E at the end of Carol.
Ew. Okay, Ashley with 2 E's.
Hey, man. It's cute. What would you prefer, Ashley with 2 E's or Ashley, but it's spelled like with the I-E-I-G-H?
Oh, like my sister?
Oh, fuck, I forgot that.
Yeah, fuck you, Ashley.
So how do you feel about that name then?
It's probably too loud. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. That was fine. Don't worry. Some of that gets fixed in post. Yeah. But anyway, that's a really good show.
So what is it about, Nathan?
It's from the creator of Cowboy Bebop.
This one fucking bops then.
Yeah. It's a show about 2 girls on Mars in the big city. want to make music. And everybody makes music with AI nowadays, and these girls bring it back to the way it should be. Just creativity and good shit.
Hitting shit.
You know how it do. I play a fucking Gibson acoustic guitar, and you playing a fucking keyboard. Oh, that's how we making music, baby.
Clapping cheeks.
Hell yeah. So it's a really good show. It's cute. It's funny, but it's really enjoyable. The music's fucking incroyable.
Incroyable.
I mean, obviously, like, that's what you want from that. The show's gorgeous. It's on Netflix. It's all up there. And what's really cool is, like, there's a lot of stuff set up in the first half that gets paid off really well in the second half. And, like, the story goes from being, like, a bit more simple to, like, so Tuesday's like, rich, and she ran away from home, and that's, like, the first episode.
Okay.
Right? Because she has very strict, rich parents. And her mom's, like, well, not parents, just her mom, because single mom. And she's, like, a politician. And so that plays up, and it's like, oh, she's going for president. And, like, that doesn't really matter that much in the first half. It's, like, it's important, but not huge. And then in the second half, it gets huge. It's like, yeah, we're doing hardcore, like, we're doing political commentary. She's like, a Donald Trump type person. And, like, she's being very anti-immigration of people from Earth. And Earth is, like, been destroyed by climate change. So it's, like, not a safe place to live.
True.
And so we want to come to Mars. And so, like, she's throwing out this, like, anti-immigrant rhetoric, and, like, Carol, who's the bandmate, is, like, she is an immigrant from Earth. And so it, like, causes this rift, and it's like, well, Tuesday basically has to forcefully rebel from her parents. She's been given no other option because, like, instead of being able to be like, I'm away and I'm not involved in this, she's kind of forced to be involved in it. And then Carol also, who, like, kind of wasn't politically active, is also kind of forced to give a shit. And so it's really interesting. It does some cool stuff with the world while still being, like, a comedy, and it's sweet, and it's thoughtful, and it's caring, and it's got great music, and also gets to be about current events and be, like, have something to say. And I think that's brilliant.
That does sound brilliant.
It's really good.
It sounds wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
I was thinking about rewatching The Place Beyond the Pines.
Oh, yeah?
Have you ever seen that movie?
I have not. Ian hates that movie. Because he hates Dane DeHaan.
Yeah, fair.
I don't mind Dane DeHaan. But that's because, like, I loved Chronicle a lot.
Yeah, but, like, he was a bad goblin.
I mean, fair.
Chronicle was cool, though.
Chronicle's a great movie.
But Dane DeHaan's only in it, like, the second half of the movie, anyway.
Yeah. Because it's what, McConaughey and...
No, it's,
No, it's Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, it's Gosling and the guy from The Dark Knight Rises where Bane chokes him out. Because he's like, but I paid you. Like, right after the stock thing goes down.
I'd have to have rewatched that movie in the last 7 years to know what you're talking about.
What is his name? What else is he in? Fuck, I can't remember. But
okay,
Bradley Cooper's also in it.
Oh, Bradley Cooper. That's
Bradley Cooper's also in it. No, that wasn't Bradley Cooper.
I know it wasn't Bradley Cooper in Dark Knight. Hold on. Place Bond.
Oh, sorry. He's also in Rogue One. He's the guy. He's
Diego Luna?
Sure. Is that the one that says fucking, you celebrate my accomplishments or whatever?
Oh, no. Ben Mendelsohn, the Australian guy.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah,
Mahershala Ali's in Place Beyond the Pine.
Yeah, he's the husband.
Dude, I love Mahershala Ali. I just don't. I'm bad at saying his name because it's hard, and I'm an asshole.
Let me try. Let me see it. Nope.
Mahershala Ali. He's great. He was in Moonlight, and he's in the new season of True Detective.
I haven't seen Moonlight. Yeah, he's the main guy in True Detective.
In the new one, yeah. And he was in Green Book, obviously.
Green Book. So good. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't.
Why are you like this? Why do you hurt me? I try to talk about shows. Nathan's probably saying, I know, he's done nothing.
It's the problem. The problem is like there's so many things that come out every year, and then so like even when it's like small scale stuff, I go with like there are certain reviewers and a lot of people were like, Green Book's not great, and I was like, okay, well, there's 80 movies I want to see, so I guess I'll cut it down to 79. If people are saying it's not great, but I know it's probably still quite good.
I like Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo Mortensen's good. It's just it's stupid that he said a bunch of dumb shit right after that movie came out.
Oh, I don't even know what
Yeah,
happened.
he said some racist shit. I know, it sucks. It's the worst thing in the world.
White people in Hollywood decide to do this.
It's like
at some point in their life, they're just like, fucking black people. What the fuck's going on there? It's like,
yeah,
Jesus
people say
Christ, man.
gross shit, and it's like great. Now I can't watch your movie. Thanks, Mel Gibson.
Really hacked that one off.
Hacked that saw ridge, if you know what I'm talking about. The beaver.
The door's over to your right.
But yeah.
I'm kicking it out of your own podcast.
Hell yeah. So Carol and Tuesday is great, quite good. I already talked with Tom. I already talked Twin Peaks. I grabbed Way of the Samurai on an emulator PS2 game. It's really cool. You ever play it?
No.
So it's a game where you play as a samurai, and it's a story-based game where you make choices, but there's also like action combat. And the game's really short. It's like 5 hours long to get to the ending, but if you die, you're dead forever.
The dream.
Yeah. No, but it's really good because you just keep kind of restarting the story and trying to figure out things, and like, oh, if I talk to this guy, this will happen, right? And so you're running through this like little open area, and like you're trying to essentially, it's like very, and it's gone from my brain. The name of this movie I really like.
Who's in it?
It's Kurosawa. It's the one that became For a Fistful of Dollars.
Oh, Seven.
Nope. That's
Fistful of Dollars. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my God. Why is my brain not working? There's two of them. It means The Bodyguard in Japanese.
Yo, you straight up suck, dude.
I know, right? Fuck.
I'm thinking of the one that inspired Star Wars. Wasn't that Seven?
Star Wars was Hidden Fortress. Seven Samurai is Magnificent Seven.
Oh, okay.
But the one that I want, obviously, I can't think of because I'm a piece of shit.
It's my favorite flavor.
No, okay, moving on.
Irregardless.
It's very much like that movie that you haven't seen that I can't remember the name of. And of course, it's like keeps being on the tip of my tongue, which is the worst.
That's just gonna turn sour. Move on from it.
Anyway, it's a good game. It's really cool. I like that you can make it's like decision based and like it's almost a roguelike. The combat's really kind of, it's a little janky but good. Like it's like kind of fighting gamey, and you make your own combos by learning them or being in certain situations. Is really cool. But yeah, it's really worth it. It's worth a try. If you have a fucking emulator, download it. If you have a PS2 and you have the game, just fucking play it. There's 4 of them. I think I might stream it on the Twitch.
I'm thinking about buying The Witcher 3 Complete Edition just because I already have Blood and Wine.
Yeah.
But like the Complete Edition is only like $14 right now, or like $12.99 actually on the PS Store. And I wouldn't mind giving them an extra $15 to fucking CD Projekt Red.
Yeah. I picked it up on Steam recently, so I'm like 20-30 hours in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're actually playing it too, eh?
I am. I played it for a bit before, but I'm further now than I ever got.
Did you... We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is just going to turn
I did the whole, like,
conversation.
I did the whole Bloody Baron. Like, I'm past that part. I'm in the...
Did you do the Bloody
big
Baron
city.
before the witches in the forest?
I did them at the same time.
Oh, so I jumped right into the Bloody Baron. The first time I tried playing Witcher 3 was fucking terrible because I went immediately to Bloody Baron. I was like level 3 or some shit.
Ooh.
And like that fetus thing just wiped the floor with my
you fought
gooch.
it?
Yeah.
I didn't fight it.
No, you just fucking...
I let it live. I brought it, and I turned it into a good ghost.
Nah. So the second time
it's such a hard fight. Like,
I know. So the second time
why would you try to kill it?
Was I did the witch quest, like the witches in the forest quest first. And then I fucked their day up, and then by the time I got the fetus, I was like...
You turned the man that was a tree into a horse. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did like that whole main quest, and I was like a way higher level than the fetus at the time. Like the fetus was like, hey, I'm going to kick your ass. And I was like, whomp, one hit. Just fucking dead.
I kept it alive because I was like, that feels like the right thing to do.
Nah.
Also, the fight was hard.
It was a hard fight. Yeah. The first time it was hard, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
like,
why I stopped playing it.
No, like I tried it, and like the first time I tried that mission, I was like, I didn't realize you have to stay close to him.
Or else it turns into like the spiky boy.
Or else it turns into the spiky boy. Yeah. And so then I was like, oh, sick. Oh, and then it turned, and I was like, oh, fuck. Now I have to fight this thing. And like I was the right level for the mission, but like it was still really tough. So then like it got some good hits in, and then I died, and then it let me restart it, and I was like, oh cool, okay, I'll do it good this time, and then like kept him alive, and it was good.
Yeah, fucking David, like, I think his first playthrough he was on the Death March difficulty.
Oh my god, what a dumbass.
Yeah. How would I fucking kill myself?
Yeah.
Like, anytime you see, like...
That game's tough. Like, I'm playing on the easy difficulty just because, like, the combat's kind of not great. Or maybe I'm just bad at it.
My first one, I started off on normal, and I still got the floor wiped with me. The second one, I was on normal. And the third one I started right before I came back from New Brunswick. I was on Blood and Bones.
Yeah.
Is that the hard difficulty?
There's one of them.
Yeah, whatever is slightly harder than normal. That's what I jumped in on. But man, like I'm excited to go back and play it because like I like the show. You watch the show.
I haven't seen any of the show.
Why are you like this?
I know. I am watching some new shows, but I always wait till they're done. I'm always wait like a little while.
That's convenient because season 1 is finished of The Witcher. It's almost like it was released at the same time.
Hey, I know the song.
Toss a coin to your Witcher. Valley of Plenty.
Oh, Valley of Plenty.
I think you'd really like the relationship between Geralt and your boy Dandelion.
I like Dandelion.
Not Jaskier.
Actually, I have not... I'm trying to find Dandelion in Witcher 3 now because he's missing.
So, have you guys talked about The Witcher at all?
Yeah, I talked about it a bit. Not the show because Chris had only seen the first episode or the first and second, and Ian hadn't watched any of it yet because he didn't play any of the games.
Or the books, yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't read the books.
The books are on sale right now too. The collection of the 6 of them, I think.
Oh, damn. If you remember The Witcher 2, I was like super hyped for it because I'd seen a bunch of like screenshots and I bought it on Xbox 360 and I was just so bad at that game. Like
it was fucking hard. I think
it was so hard.
I think I was like only halfway through it.
I got like 3 to 4 hours in and I got stuck at like a boss.
Yeah.
There was like a plant boss really early. Like there's a plant guy and like I just got stuck on him and like I kept dying and then I was like, well, I guess I won't play this game anymore.
I like the Witcher 3, like right when you start the game, it's like, well, we can supplement what happened in Witcher 2 for you, or you can just...
And then but the problem is, because I did that this time, and like it was, they ask you questions, and it's like, oh yeah, we heard you went to this place, what happened? And you go, yeah, I escaped with Jing Jong, or no, yeah, I burnt it down with Kim, and I go... Who are these people? What does this mean if I say this? You haven't given me any context for who these people are or what this place is. And so now I don't know what is the right answer. So then I just picked ones and then it was like, yeah, I left with Roche. And I was like, is he good? It sounded like you just said he was a murderer. And I'm like, am I friends with a murderer now? I guess.
You're the butcher of Blaviken anyways.
I don't know what that means. I know it's in the show.
It's in the book too.
And it's in the books. But like, I mean, the show's just based on the books.
Yeah.
Is Henry Cavill good? Because I'm like...
He is why I like the show a lot. Like,
okay.
There's a lot of production value to it too. Like they didn't cheap out on the show. It's a Netflix show. Mm-hmm. But Henry Cavill, like... Henry Cavill?
I don't know.
He's one of the two.
He's
modest
good.
Man. No, I feel like he really emulates the character because, like, the books,
he's a big gamer.
Witcher,
did you know that?
Yeah, but in the first Witcher game and even in the books, Geralt's supposed to be like not ugly, but he's supposed to look scary and like frail and everything. Problem is Henry Cavill is like a handsome dude and he's like boy. 900 pounds.
And people are used to like Witcher 3 Geralt, who has like a 96 pack.
Yeah, true. But the voice is very similar.
That's good.
The voice is very similar. I like it a lot.
He said he played through the entirety of Witcher 3 like 3 or 4 times. And he loves World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I remember reading about that.
And I'm like, that's cool. He almost was late to his Superman audition.
Because he was rating. But no, it wasn't the Superman audition. It was the call saying he got the part.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, like... And I think that's cool. I don't mind. I don't have any problem with any of the cast members in the DC movies that are bad. Mm-hmm. I just have a problem with like the writing and directing.
Did you see who was cast for the Penguin?
I did, and then I forgot it promptly.
It's not Will
Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, What a weird choice. Also, he was already Bullseye once.
Oh, God.
Making you remember it.
Fucking don't do this to me. To be fair, I've heard there's been, like, the director's cut of Daredevil.
Yeah, that's the only version of that movie I've watched.
I've never seen the director's cut of Daredevil.
It's a lot more watchable. Does that make it a good movie?
Makes it a movie.
Michael Clark Duncan was actually, I think, a pretty good choice for Kingpin, even though people were like, oh, you can't make Kingpin black. And it's like, but he's so good.
Yeah, fucking, you tell that to his face.
Yeah.
That you can't do that.
Well, he's dead.
Well, I mean, like, you could probably very easily tell him that now. But
he wouldn't hear you.
Yeah, true. He's big bone.
Yeah, he's good. It's great. Two great actors have played Kingpin in live action. It's him and fucking Vincent D'Onofrio from the Daredevil show. And he's great as well.
Big boy.
Yeah. Kingpin's actually a great villain. I like that character quite a lot.
I liked him in everything except Spider-Verse.
Oh, I liked him in Spider-Verse. I liked how he was such a big boy.
Oh, he was a unit.
He was a magnificent unit. It's Liev Schreiber.
Oh, Ray Donovan?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. And he has a great accent, too. He's like, oh, you got to see this. There's going to be a big fireworks.
Don't look in your fucking mirror.
Don't look in your fucking mirror, Spider-Man. I swear to God.
Pro tip time. No mirrors in your life at all.
If you fucking dare to look in your mirror, you cannot break eye contact because you fucking know that Liev Schreiber's in there.
Anyways, this is Liev Schreiber, and I'm joined by Martha Stewart, and we're booking cookies today.
Hey there, I'm Martha Stewart, and I'm joined by Liev Schreiber.
Oh my God, Martha. Why did you say that name?
Sorry, I said Mothra. I'm Martha Stewart.
You Godzilla side thing.
Listen, I'm Martha Stewart, and I'm going to teach you how to break out of prison with only your bare hands.
Life hacks. Kill yourself.
Life hacks. If you get caught insider trading, just fucking do it, buddy.
Just fucking do it.
Just do it.
Don't sell your secrets of your country.
Fucking sell all the secrets you have. Why not?
We're not on the same page here, I don't think.
I think we're on the same page here, Liev. You have never been in prison. I've been in prison. How about you fucking look at me? Look me in the fucking face. Don't you dare look at me ever again.
So we're baking cookies today.
Tell me that's not good. Look me in the face. Don't you ever look at me ever again.
Don't you look at me with that tone of voice.
Don't you fucking talk to me with that face on your mouth.
Oh, you're coming here with your balls out.
No, you come in
with
here
that stupid ass look on your face.
with 2 eyes, a nose, and a fucking pair of lips, and you come into my fucking house like that. I swear to God.
I like the way when your legs go all the way up, make a complete ass of themselves.
I like.
Holy. I'm Martha Stewart.
Hey, I'm Martha
I
Stewart.
talked to Snoop Dogg twice in my life, but that's still 2 times more than you.
Yeah. Unless you, I don't know, somebody who would know Snoop Dogg, I guess.
You're fucking dead.
Hey guys, I'm Martha Stewart, and here's how to bake a cookie that can turn into a knife.
So as we add 3 pounds of sugar, don't forget to sell out your secrets of your country to the Iranian government. We're going to add 2 cups of flour. And now you might be thinking, why would I sell out my secrets? And because Snoop Dogg met me twice and he hasn't met you.
Listen, Snoop Dogg told me if I ever get the chance to sell a secret, you might as well. That's just free money.
Yeah, snitches get bitches is the saying, I think.
Yeah. Listen.
If we were to resort to calling females bitches.
You know how it is. I'm Martha Stewart, and if you're going to bake this cookie, you're going to have to put at least 55 cups of sugar in. If you have even one fewer cup, even if you have if you have a cup of sugar less, I swear to God.
Don't ever look at me or my son ever again.
How about this? When you enter my house, you would be smelling one of 2 things. Number 1, my crack pipe. Number 2, freshly baked cookies. Whenever I bake cookies in my oven, there's at least like 455 cookies available.
When you come to my house,
you better at least
you follow 2 fucking rules, okay? 1, you wipe your goddamn feet on the fucking rugs. We're not Americans in here, okay? We take our shoes off when we walk.
If I fucking see you wearing shoes in my fucking house, I'm going to be so mad.
And we got a second rule. Get the fuck out of my house.
Listen, if you walk in my house and you're wearing socks, you're dead. You're dead to me.
They're just little shoes with less steps.
It's just that's like wearing a fucking condom on your feet, and you know I don't use a fucking condom.
I'm Martha fucking Stewart.
I'm Martha Stewart.
I talked to Snoop Dogg twice.
I've met Snoop Dogg twice, and one time I fucked him, and the other time he fucked me.
How do you think I got so gravelly? The gravata.
I'm Martha Stewart. I was born in East Germany. And that's where I got my fucking accent.
From all the Bostonian Jews on the...
Ugh. What else do we have to talk about? Why do we keep coming back to that? Is it because it's hilarious? Yes.
What's wrong with the Boston accent? Or North Dakotan?
Oh, East Germany accent. It's my classic. It's different from a fucking West Germany accent.
Do you want to hear my Danish accent?
You mean like
hey
a donut?
guys, it's Mac. I'm a Dane. Choo choo.
Nice dude. Fucking extremely accurate.
Whatever, fuck your mom. Mom's a whore.
Hey, don't you fucking dare say that about my mom. She'll call your boss.
Is any chance your mom related to Martha Stewart, or is she Martha Stewart?
That's classified.
Fucking Omanian wars over here.
Listen, I know. Okay, Watchmen HBO. Did you watch it?
The title of the show did not come to fruition.
You didn't watch it. Did you?
I did not.
You look me in the eyes. You come to my fucking house. You say,
Dude, I started watching Vikings.
Fair.
Vikings is on Netflix. It's so good.
Watchmen's really good though.
Yeah, I'm like, I really want to watch. Watching. Isn't the guy from Aquaman, Mr. Manhattan? Dr. Manhattan. Sorry.
I think he might be. I'm not sure.
Like, do you watch Aquaman?
No. It looked bad.
Fair. It was conversation set by explosions, which is I liked Aquaman though.
Yeah.
That's because I'm really holding on for DC. Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, that looks good. Birds of Prey looks good. I didn't see the new trailer that just came out.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Cocaine superpowers, baby.
But yeah. Oh, and the Harley Quinn cartoon's good. I don't think I've talked to you since I started watching it.
When did that start? That's Haley Kiyoko?
Kaylee Kiyoko.
Kaylee?
Yeah.
Haley or Kaylee?
I don't know. It's good.
Yeah.
But I'm going to talk about Watchmen HBO because it's better. Because it's like, it's good. Anyway, so I started watching Watchmen and reading the book, reading the comic at the same time again because, you know, that's how I do. And I was telling Chris and Ian, and of course neither of them fucking get it because they never read the book and they don't know shit about shit. So it's good to have Davis here because he knows stuff. And Watchmen HBO is such a great, like, modernized, like, take on it. It says, so get this, even though they could have done it the other way, they chose to do it the good way. It says the movie's not fucking canon. Only the comic is.
Okay. Because this is post-comic, isn't it?
Yeah, it takes place in 2019, but after the comic took place in 1985. Mm-hmm. So it's like continuing that alternate future to now. President Robert Redford is in power. And he's like, you know, like, and it's really good. It takes place in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And like a good chunk of it is sort of, in part, like a like it involves the Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street massacre, which actually happened in the 1920s, which is like a horrible, terrible thing that happened.
Don't invest in Walmart.
That's not what happened.
Tag it.
No. Black Wall Street massacre there was this really like thriving in the 20s, like black part of Tulsa, Oklahoma, like this neighborhood that was like making tons of money, that was doing really successful. And then the KKK and a bunch of townsfolk came in and killed everybody. This. Yeah, it's really horrible. And you know, the show talks about it, and it's like, well, Watchmen's a political commentary. We're doing more political commentary in 2019, and so a lot of it has to do with like white supremacy and all sorts of stuff, and it's handled so fucking well. Like straight up, the last 2 episodes I watched today, not last 2, but like the last 2 I watched today were there's an episode called Little Fear of Lightning, and an episode called oh no, what's it called? This Magnificent Being, something like that. Okay. And so those episodes kind of delve into the backstory of 2 different characters. The first one delves into the backstory of original character Looking Glass, who is like one of the people working at one of the cops in Tulsa, who is a superhero because cops wear masks and have superhero names, and that's a thing that is bad in the story. And so he's really interesting because he was in Hoboken, New Jersey at the end of Watchmen. And, you know, yeah. So the squid got dropped on New York. The squid got dropped on New York. And so he basically witnessed it and saw a ton of people die, but he was okay. He like survived it. And so he's got like PTSD. And it's kind of crazy.
Fucking octopus.
Yeah. There's somebody makes him an offer. Like, I do something for you, you do something for me, and they say squid pro quo in the episode.
Wow. I thought it was an octopus, not a squid.
I don't know. They call it the squid.
Oh.
But yeah, it's a really fantastic show. It takes what was set up in the comic and it like respects it, but it doesn't respect it so much that it's like a utter fanboy. It's not like the fucking Force Awakens.
So it's not just fucking
it's not nostalgia bait. It's not fan service. It's like, no, we're using the Watchmen universe to tell an interesting story and continue to make commentary on the modern world, just like how Watchmen did back then. But it also, they bring back obviously some of the characters who are still alive at the end of Watchmen, and like, it's really good. Like Adrian Veidt's in it. You know, Ozymandias.
Yeah.
He's involved, but he's like somewhere. I don't want to spoil it. But you got Hooded Justice is the focus of one of the episodes, really? Who's like the first superhero. Yeah. And how that's related to the current story is a spoiler. But they do an episode that's all in flashback about him.
Great.
And it's all in black and white. And it's the first 50 minutes, or not 50, the first like 30 to 40 minutes of the episode are like done in this like all in one shot type way, like 1917, tying it back. And that episode's fucking fantastic.
So have you finished this season?
I haven't finished it. It's 9 episodes. I think I've seen 6.
So far what you've seen.
Brilliant.
I need a rating system for you. Blue penises. Blue Manhattan penises.
So in terms of how many I've seen, there was only 1, and it wasn't, or 2, but neither of them were attached to the actual Dr. Manhattan because he doesn't actually show up that much.
Damn.
Because he's still on Moaz.
He's given up, right?
Yeah, he's still on Moaz, baby. So, but I've seen there's a stage play where somebody is Dr. Manhattan, and they've got a little fucking fake pee-pee on them.
They had the dicks out for the queen.
Yeah, and Lori, who is in this episode in this show, happens to have a blue dildo.
Oh,
you know Lori, Lori Jupiter, the daughter of she's Silk Spectre, the second Silk Spectre, who's in the main Watchmen. Yeah. Who dated Dr. Manhattan, or was married to, sort of. You keep making noises. Anyway, she's in this, and she's an FBI agent. She's great.
I had one more.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Nice. But yeah, she's in this. She's an FBI agent. She's like so cynical in this. She's like fucking hates that the cops are wearing masks. She's like, masks are stupid. Like they just show like, because she was already kind of over it for most of the original Watchmen. Yeah. She's like, yeah, this was dumb, and like everybody who wears a mask is kind of psychologically broken. And this continues that to the point that she like is always being an asshole to all the other cops. Like Looking Glass, who I was telling, he wears like a full mirrored, like it's like It's like spandex, but it's like mirrored. And so she keeps just calling him Mirror Guy. And he's like, I know you know it's Looking Glass. And she's like, yeah, but Mirror Guy's not taken. You can have it.
It is taken.
No?
David Sutherland. Oh, no. Originally, was it Kiefer Sutherland?
It's Kiefer.
Kiefer, okay.
And then we said Daniel, and then David.
And then Donald.
Then Donald. Or Donald, fuck, because Donald's Donald.
Kiefer. So you get rid of Kiefer.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a great show. I highly recommend it. Reread the comic and then watch the show. They go together fucking perfectly. Like, again, like I think Alan Moore would be proud. Damon Lindelof and his team did a great job.
Wasn't Alan Moore actually praising the TV show?
He didn't. I'm not sure.
Misremembering?
I'm not sure because he said he won't have his name be attached to any adaptations of his work anymore after the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen movie.
Oh my god, Dorian Gray.
Yeah,
that could have done
that movie
so
sucked.
much better.
The comic's great,
and like,
well, they added Tom Sawyer for no reason other than like Americans won't watch a movie that doesn't have an American character in it, and it's like this takes place like in the past, right?
So, the guy that played Dorian Gray,
yeah,
was supposed to actually be the original Aragorn before Vigo got it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was cut in like 2 days into filming.
Sean Connery was only in that movie because he was supposed to be Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, but he didn't understand the movie, and then it became a massive success. And then he said, okay, so I'm going to take a movie that I don't understand, and then he took the script for League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and said yes. Which is really good.
But he understood Highlander.
I mean, it was the 80s. Cocaine.
True.
I mean, I would say Highlander 1 makes sense.
There can only be one.
Yeah. And then they made 14 movies.
Who's their number guy?
Hey, what kind of numbers you got over there?
14. Okay, that's 13 more than we wanted.
13 more. Okay, maybe we'll let the animated series stay because it's bad.
How many episodes do you want? 128 episodes.
55,000 episodes. It's still on.
And I'm not talking about it being like a daytime thing. No, it's still
prime time.
On. Back to back.
If you go to channel 3,456, you'll find that it only plays new episodes, no old episodes, only plays new episodes.
The biggest problem is that's the channel between the 80s surf channel and the 90s surf channel. And those are both bad channels to be between.
Yeah. Because people want to see one and then the other. They don't want to stop in the middle for Highlander.
They don't want to. That's just, the continuity's not there.
People, at the very least, if we were in between the 80s surf channel and the 2000s surf channel, it would make sense.
That would make sense to have a pause for break.
Yeah. Because obviously, like, we don't have a 90s surf channel, so you want to fucking watch a few episodes of the Highlander.
Yeah.
You know how
Kick out a whole decade to watch out 50,000 episodes of the Highlander.
And again, there's new episodes made every 14 minutes. And every episode's 25 minutes long.
What's crazy is the math isn't there, but Sean Connery is.
We got Sean Connery back.
To he voice thinks his our character. Accent's fucking bad.
And he thinks our accent's bad.
But I asked her to shit on my face.
Fucking Sean Connery, you know how it do. That voice is so dumb. Why do we keep doing this?
Because we're so fucking dumb.
That's true. Next up, let's talk about... Okay, I got a couple more things to talk about real quick that I think are interesting that are just current events.
Sure.
Okay. Number one, did you hear about the College Humor thing?
Sounds like a bad setup for a joke.
I know. Okay, you know College Humor?
Yeah, with Jake Lemire and everyone.
Yeah, well, a lot of them aren't there anymore, but it was still like going as a company, like online comedy video company, which is cool.
Sure.
They got bought out by a parent company, and there was this whole situation where, I don't know if you heard about this, but a lot of online companies moved over to Facebook for videos.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's because people were looking at the numbers for Facebook videos versus every other platform, and you were seeing a jump of like 150 to 900%
Holy fuck.
Yeah, like that's incredible. Way more viewership numbers, right? And so it's like, okay, well, we're going to pivot over there, even though you can't monetize on that platform because that's where the eyes are, and we want most people to see our stuff. Mm-hmm. And so the problem was that was, according to Facebook, a glitch, but it's a glitch that really helped Facebook and really fucked over all these other companies who had invested a ton of money into a bigger video platform, so that they, or bigger video budget to make like videos that were essentially not profitable for a place, so that you could get more eyes on your content. And College Humor was one of these companies. So a lot of these companies shut down or had to lay off people. And College Humor the other day had to lay off over 100 employees, leaving like only one person left because their parent company divested from them.
Fuck.
So it's literally like one person in charge. And so they have like tons of stuff like in the backlog for their paid service or whatever, which is called Dropout. And like, it's really wild to see this. Like, it's sad. Like a bunch
high school and middle school for me.
Yeah. So a bunch of the people there, like obviously there's a few people like Adam Conover, who has his own television show on True TV. So he's probably fine. Jake and Amir left to start their own company. Mm-hmm. But there's still like, again, a lot of hardworking, talented people writing content and making stuff that are now just out of a job. And that's fucking terrible.
Right.
And it's all Facebook's fault. And like Facebook just fucked everybody over. Like obviously that's not the only thing that led to them not being as profitable, but that's definitely struck like a massive fucking hit to so many companies. Mm-hmm. And the only fine that Facebook had to pay was like $45 million, and they're a multi-billion-dollar company. Like that's nothing to them. And so it's extremely sad to see that happening. So, you know, if you know College Humor people, send them love. It's a really upsetting situation, especially as somebody who's like, oh, I want to make like more professional style, like online stuff. If we ever wanted to grow, that shit scares me, because it's like, oh, not only were we doing something that like, thankfully our parent company can pay for us to do this thing that's a little less profitable because it'll get more eyes on our content. And then to know that actually, no, the growth was a fucking lie. Facebook duped you and they made tons of money off of you losing tons of money. And now fucking 100 people, like practically the entire workforce at that company, are fired. That's a fucking shame.
Is your next subject of or topic of conversation also this depressing?
Almost.
Oh fuck.
No. Okay. No. But seriously, the College Humor thing, like,
it's huge.
Fucking power to everybody. Huge. That's so fucking sad. So yeah, if you are somebody who had an account for their paid service, I didn't. I wasn't a huge fan of their stuff, but like I was reading a lot of this stuff and I was like, damn. That's such a shame. But yeah, their paid service, apparently they had tons of episodes of their show in the hole. Plus the guy who, so basically because the parent company divested, the company's like now basically the controlling shares are all belong to one person. So they can kind of go indie and start over. So even though like a lot of people have lost their jobs, like don't, like obviously feel bad, but don't worry. Like if you care about their content, they will come back.
I really hope that, and it's like, I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But I hope the one guy that still owns the company is still trying to make the show, and he's just wearing wigs in different outfits.
Dude, no, he's like, I was looking at his Twitter and stuff. Like, he's a producer on a lot of their stuff, and so it's like they're still going to get like, I don't think it's one person left at the company, but I think like the company's been turned into much lower, so they're going to make a bunch of stuff that they were already making at a lower budget and hope to maintain the people that were like sub to their paid service. And hope they, you know, good luck out there, but buds. It's a sad thing to have happen. But yeah. So I just wanted to point that out because like online content making's scary. And next up, the other thing I want to do, which is make films, is also looking kind of scary right now. Did you hear what Warner Brothers is doing? Oh, wow, dude, you didn't hear either of these. That's awesome.
I've been in the field. Yeah.
No, that's good. You get to hear them for the first time.
Oh, fuck me.
So Warner Brothers announced that they're going to they've got a new way to greenlight films. You ready?
No.
We've paid a company to make an AI to look at submitted scripts and films and festival films and see what's going to be the most profitable. So it's all going to be up to the AI. Our AI overlords are now going to decide what movies Warner Brothers puts out. Isn't that a great decision to invest thousands and thousands of dollars into an AI that gets to decide what movies get made? Really, this could only help cinema. So when I tweeted it, I put The Death of Cinema 2.
Wow. Wow.
Because the number one was probably Disney buying Fox or something that happened 10, 20 years ago.
I thought that was a Superman reference.
I mean, no.
Warner Brothers and Death of Superman.
No, it was more of the art form's dying even further than I had already thought that it was dying.
Yeah. I hate everything.
Aren't you excited, dude? Robots get to pick what movies you're going to like. And you must like them because the robot says so. You're legally not allowed to dislike it. I know.
This is such an Orwellian.
I know. Remember how you guys are putting out that movie called Wonder Woman 1984 that's like, the 1984 book that it's inspired by and is talking about all sorts of shit like that?
Fuck it.
Can you guys just not take a fucking hint? Come on, WB. It's like every good thing you do. Like, even though I didn't like Joker. I think that movie's like, it's a movie that pretends to be smart but isn't. It's like the film major who wears a Pulp Fiction shirt around, like that guy. Like he's like, I love cinema. Have you heard of Quentin Tarantino? Like that guy. Like who goes at you like,
my favorite Japanese director is Quentin Tarantino.
Have you seen the lovely movie Kill Bill?
Never heard of it. What's it about? Is there maybe a sequel?
Yeah, there's two. It's actually, it's not a sequel really. It's like a part 1 and part 2. Like it would be like a 4-hour long film, but they felt like they wanted to split it out.
What's part 2 sound? What's that one called?
That's called Kill Bill Volume 2.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. Pretentious.
Yeah, exactly. That guy who's pretentious about something that's like extremely surface level.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard of Wes Anderson? It's like, yes, I've watched a film before.
I want to tell you about my favorite franchise. You might not have heard of it.
Yeah.
It's not big where I'm from.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
Star Wars.
Oh, shit. No, I've never heard of it.
You stupid bitch. Star Wars?
Yeah. No, I've never heard of it. What's it about?
There's this guy named Blambo Fett.
Oh, shit. Is he really good? Like, is he good at everything he does?
Dad, Dark Vader.
Oh, shit.
Dark Visor goes in and attacks this white person named Princess Lee.
Okay.
And Lee has this little droid unit called...
Hold on, what's a droid?
Oh, it's short for tree droid.
Oh, okay, what's that mean?
It just means android, but it's French for tree droid.
Oh.
So Princess Lee gives this little communication to this droid that she calls...
hold on, how'd she do that, though?
ABCD. She just jams it in his little floppy disk drive.
Oh, sick. What's a floppy disk?
Floppy disk? It's like a hard disk, but like it was in the pool earlier.
What's a hard disk?
It's when you're not in the pool.
What's a pool? I'm going to run this fucking bit into the ground.
Anyways, Princess Lee puts a floppy disk in this ABCD unit. And then
anyway, I'm going to get to my point. Because I think I just said like Joker is surface level and then stopped saying anything.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I just remember my mom saying, I listened to your episode and you start a lot of concepts and never finish them. And I go, oh, fuck. Anyway, so I thought Joker was very surface level, like it was a movie to pretend to be smart, but wasn't very smart. But hey, it was a massive success and it took a risk by being a lower budget, R-rated take on a DC Comics character. And hey, that was an unexpected success. Nobody saw that one coming. So maybe if you used the AI, you wouldn't see as many unexpected successes. So, don't make robots choose what movies to put out. Give somebody that has a heart and a soul. So like, I mean, probably not a producer either, but like
I feel like
a person.
Spending all this money. Oh, okay. This reminded me of something hilarious.
Okay.
Because I feel like this AI is going to cost a lot of money to make.
It is. Did you know that the last company that tried to use an AI to choose what films to make went out of business?
Huh.
So maybe WB is just going to go out of business and then get bought out by Disney. And then every movie that ever is made will only be a Disney. And when you go to the theater, it'll be called Seeing a Disney.
I thought Disney wasn't like legally allowed to purchase anything else because they're already in the monopoly of the market.
I mean, depends on who's president.
They're going to buy the law.
They literally sent Mickey Mouse to Ronald Reagan to shake his hand so that Ronald Reagan could say copyright could be extended to even longer.
Yeah, because originally it was only 25 years, right?
25 years after the death of the author.
Yeah.
And then it became like 100 years after or something.
Okay. So that reminds me of a story. Mm-hmm. This isn't the most relevant of stories.
Yep.
There was this lady... there's this toothpaste factory. You know how your toothpaste comes in a little cardboard rectangle or a rectangular prism, right?
Yep.
So sometimes they had this... I think it was Colgate that had this huge issue. Maybe it's Arm & Hammer. Mm-hmm. They had this huge issue that they actually sent out 3... boxes that didn't have toothpaste in it. So they spent millions of dollars on buying plans from engineers that would include a little scale on it on their conveyor belt when they're pushing through the product to see if the boxes are empty or not. But you know what one old Spanish lady did working in there?
What?
She hooked up a fan so any box that was too light without product in it would just blow away. A $20 fan.
Or a multi-million-dollar fix. No, it's one of those things. It's like, why spend so much money to fix something? Like, and it fixes it the wrong way. Because it's not like WB movies weren't profitable. I mean, I think what WB should have learned was that you can't judge something in a way that, like, you're ticking boxes. Because in terms of the boxes that Joker ticks, like, it wouldn't be expected to be successful, right? Like, because it's weird, it's out there or whatever compared to the other stuff they were putting out, right? So, and then it became a massive success. Or like, look at Batman v Superman or Justice League, right? Mm-hmm. They meddled so much with that movie to make it so profitable. Justice League, they fucked with that movie so much to try to make it profitable, and it just became a hole to throw money in. And it's like it should have been, that movie should have made tons of money, right? But the problem was it was coming off the back of fucking Batman v Superman, a movie that was successful but had a high budget, and it didn't make and it made tons of money and people were happy, but the critics and even a lot of the users, like the regular market, didn't like the movie. Yeah. Like and you'd think, like, how do you fuck it up so bad that you got a movie that's a success but that critics and audience hated? Like on average, right? Mm-hmm. And then they did Suicide Squad, and that was a movie that got meddled with to be funnier, and like you could just tell it was meddled with, and it was, again, middling reviews. It made money, but it could have made more if it was better received. Wonder Woman made fucking tons of money because it was well received and critics and audience liked it. And so it's like, WB, you're putting out these massive fucking movies and you don't know what you're doing. If you have a robot programmed to follow what an AI thinks a fucking human person with a living, breathing soul in them will like, you're just going to end up doing the same thing you were already doing because your executives are already fucking robots. Like, they're already fucking people, soulless businessmen. So why give a soulless AI fucking pay millions of dollars to buy an AI to do the same fucking thing, throw your money in the garbage, and ruin everything?
Sounds like they're trying to like mold the market.
It is. And
like they're trying to...
The AI is just going to say, if you want to be profitable, make a fucking big blockbuster that has a name in it. We're going to get a movie and it's going to be called fucking Batman and Superman Go to Jurassic Park.
But nothing bad happens.
That's the name of the movie. Batman and Superman Go to Jurassic Park, and it won't have any of those characters in it. Yeah. It's just like, oh, people will go see this movie. It's called Batman and Superman Go to Jurassic Park. Like, who would not watch that?
Optimus Prime fucked Megatron through Megafox whilst on the back of a dinosaur, whilst traveling back in time on a time machine, whilst somehow it was a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away under the reign of Dark Visor. The second.
Warner Brothers is going to put out a movie called It's Star Wars, baby.
Give me your fucking money, you fucking
No,
bitch.
this movie doesn't infringe on Star Wars. It's called It's Star Wars, baby. It's clearly a completely different film.
It's Star, Wars, baby. Just a baby.
To be fair, I'd probably see a movie called It's Star Wars, baby.
It's just a war baby that's named Star. and you follow their travels.
Yeah.
Like with Dark Vyza and Princess Leia.
Princess Leia.
And Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? It's like, if the movie industry already didn't make you sad sometimes, here's something new.
See what an absolute shell of an industry it used to be.
Yeah, it's really sad. And we talk about this every week because it's true every week. And oh, actually, wait, I didn't say this any other week. Oh, fuck. I just said this to a lot of people in real life. Not every movie needs to be a fucking blockbuster. Blockbusters need to come back to only coming out in the fucking summer.
Mm-hmm. And did you see what Anthony Mackie said about movies?
No, I didn't.
They're not like an event anymore. You don't like get dressed up with your family. You don't go to the movie theater. Yeah. It's not like a huge thing.
It's not a big deal. It's like, what I was saying to a lot of people was like, back in the day, blockbusters came out in the summer. Trash came out in January. Like, your awards films came out in October, November, December. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if you wanted to see a movie, like, okay, let's say you're with your family, right? You got a nuclear family. You got a mom, a dad, 2 kids. Mm. The kids are like teenagers. Let's go see a movie, fam. All right. Well, it's November 16th, a day after Davis's birthday. And what's out? And it's like, oh, well, there's all the Oscar or like all the stuff that's trying to be an Oscar movies out. So I guess we'll just pick which one of those sounds the most interesting and we'll go see that as a family. But then, like, in 2013, everything changed and it was Thor: The Dark World came out in November. And it's like, oh,
trash.
I know that movie's terrible, right? But it was successful. Why? Because it's November. Oh, we've got, what's what Oscar movies came out in 2013? I don't even remember. Like 12 Years a Slave.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street, right? And it's like, okay, well, let's bring the family to the movie theater, or we're teenagers, we want to go to the movie theater. Okay, you're not going to see 12 Years a Slave or Wolf of Wall Street. Those don't sound interesting to you as a teenager. I'm 15, right? Or I can't get into those movies because they're R-rated. And so it's like, okay, well, Thor: The Dark World's out. Fuck it, that's a blockbuster. That'll be probably funny and have action in it. Mm-hmm. And it meets that base level of being just like, I guess it is film moving, or no, it's not film. I guess it is pictures moving at 24 frames a second with things on them.
To be fair, there's a really funny
when he hangs up the hammer.
Hangs up Mjolnir.
That's a good bit.
It's a good bit.
It's a good bit. I guess.
Hey, fuck you. That is a good bit.
Loki's in that movie. He's all right. He's pretty good. He turns into Captain America, remember? And he makes fun of him. Oh, yeah,
he does. Yeah.
And he makes fun of him. And then Thor's mom dies. Fucking hilarious. Am I right, fellas?
And then Loki's like, hey, look, I'm fucking frail. Look at me.
The only good things about Thor: The Dark World is that it allowed for the start of Thor Ragnarok to be hilarious. Because Loki takes the throne and then Thor comes back. And it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh, shit.
Thor's here. You were supposed to warn me hours ago.
Sorry, I ran all the way here.
I have been falling for 30 minutes.
Fuck, what a good movie.
I actually just rewatched it.
Thor Ragnarok is great. We said it last week, but it's the best Marvel movie by far.
Definitely, that's a movie done really well. Shouts out to your boy
Taika Waititi.
You watched JoJo, right?
Jojo Rabbit, yeah.
I'm still waiting to watch it.
It's I want to watch it. I said, it's really good. Like I was saying to you right after I saw it, and I was like, the first 10 minutes or so, like I wasn't, or maybe not 10 minutes, maybe like 5. Like I just it just didn't hit me yet. Yeah. And then like once we were in the movie, like once it was like more into it, I was like, okay, I'm in. But the first scene, like, I don't know, it kind of jumps straight into like it, and you're just not ready for it.
Oh, okay.
Like it's just like, oh, okay, I'm not like, I haven't gotten acclimated to this movie yet.
Mm-hmm. They haven't lubed you up.
You know, they didn't lube you up. They didn't set you up first, I guess.
Mm-hmm. No foreplay.
Exactly. Like it starts and he's like going camping, doing the whole Moonrise Kingdom thing, and you're like, oh, okay, I wasn't ready. Right? Like
I gotta turn my brain down to calm mode.
Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Speaking of Moonrise Kingdom, I gotta watch that movie again. That movie's great.
Grand Budapest Hotel, I need to watch it. Leslie, my beautiful girlfriend, hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, she hasn't seen Grand Budapest?
No, and I was telling her, I think we went to the theaters like 4 times to watch that movie.
I saw it with you twice, yeah. But I think you took like everybody.
Yeah, I was like, anyone want to go see this movie?
Yeah, that movie's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would still say my favorite from him is Moonrise Kingdom, but that was the first Wes Anderson movie I watched.
That's fair. I think Budapest was mine, and then we went back to Moonrise and Life Aquatic.
Yeah, we watched Life Aquatic together on Blu-ray, I think.
Yeah, we also watched it awkwardly through someone's house.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And then we were like, okay, we couldn't. It was just like for 20 minutes we were there, and then we were like, you want to go home?
Yeah, I want to fucking do something else.
You want to just go somewhere else? Like, because it was like on the world's fucking smallest television.
Yeah.
And it was like through a window.
It's a good time.
It was a good time. Great. Life Aquatic's not my fave though.
No. But I just love Bill Murray.
Bill Murray's great. Who doesn't like Bill Murray? Am I right, fellas?
Did you watch Zombieland 2?
I did watch Zombieland 2. How'd you feel about it?
Bill Murray.
The end was pretty good.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. Garfield 3. Good jokes. Zombieland 2 was pretty good, but I feel like it shows that like it took 10 years for it to come out, but like also I think it shows that like how different 2009 was. Because it feels like, because Zombieland 2 hasn't changed, it's that I've changed.
Yeah, like the trailer that came out for it, I really thought I was going to hate that blonde lady.
Yeah, she's like, great. She's the funniest. Zoe Dutch.
Yeah.
She's great.
Like I was like really shocked.
She's hilarious.
The second she was on it, I was like, oh God, I forgot about her. And then like she was on for like a minute, and I'm like, love her.
She's funny.
Yeah, love her.
Yeah. She needs to be in more things because she's amazing.
What else is she in?
I don't know. I just
needs to be more.
I need more because she's hilarious. She had really good comedic timing. She seemed like she was having like the most fun out of everybody in the cast, which is hard when you're dealing with that cast where everybody seems to be having a great time. So like her seeming like she's having the best time is like, oh damn. Yeah.
So what other topics do we have today, Nathan?
That was all I had. Do you have anything you want to bring up?
I kind of like interjected at some point.
Yeah, you did.
But
is there anything that we've forgotten, really?
I love every one of you.
Yeah, I like if you listen to this podcast, that's great. And if you use to subscribe to us to YouTube, that'd be pretty good. If you left us a review or a nice little comment, that'd be nice. The only comments I've gotten on YouTube aren't good.
Oh.
Did you ever? I don't remember if I told you this, but of all the episodes I've posted on YouTube, only 2 have gotten comments, and one of them was a scam. It was like, go to this website if you want to use bots to falsely inflate your views on your YouTube. And I was like, that's great. And then another one was when me and Ian were talking about something. We were talking about like something political, and we were talking about like trans people and how like certain words are like kind of transphobic. There's just a guy left a really nasty, or not really nasty, it was like pretty tame, but he's like, oh, is me fucking hating this video transphobic? And I'm like, I just kind of left it. I was like gonna respond, and I was like, I think he just made himself look bad. I don't need to make him feel like a fool, because what he said was just inherently foolish. Because I mean, it's pretty clearly a podcast. I wouldn't really call it a video. It's like it's got the waveform of us talking. That's it. I wouldn't call that a video really. But secondly, I mean, hating it is subjective. But if you hate it because we talked about politics, that makes you a loser. Straight up. I mean, come on.
Fucking.
I said this
sign of the times,
to you or to Ian, but I said, "Yo, baby." Well, it was 2019 at the time, but now it's 2020. So, if you're in 2020 and you're interacting with any piece of media, creative, some kind of piece of art, and you're upset that it talks about politics, you're a child.
But I am a child.
Because if you're over 18, everything's politics, baby. Life is politics.
People just hate when you start comparing David Trump and Bernie Mac and all Hillary Duff.
By the way, Bernie Sanders should win.
Bernie Mac. R.I.P.
Bernie Mac, R.I.P. for sure. But also, God, if there's anyone who could fix that country, it's our good boy Bernie.
That's not my. Can you bleep out my last name?
I can. I have bleeps.
Thank you.
But yeah, man, this is a good podcast.
Can you bleep out what I'm about to say, even though it's gonna be very nice?
No.
You're beautiful, Nathan. And I hope the best for you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
In every way, in every form. I love you.
That's so nice of you.
Now you got to make that bleeped out so it sounds like I'm telling you to fuck off.
That sounds like a lot of work that I'm not going to do.
Damn it. Well, I love you, but I'd never tell it to your face. It's terrible. Why wouldn't you say that to his face?
The last episode when me and Ian and Chris were drinking, and Ian is the wrong kind of name dropper where he would just drop people's names that obviously like haven't said they want their name said on the podcast. And so I had to bleep it out so much. And there's this one part where he's like, so this guy showed up to the party, right? I won't say his name because it's private, you know, because he does coke. But yeah, so then he walked in and I was like, hi, name. And he's like, fuck.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was so good. It was such a good, it killed me and Chris.
Yeah.
And then we were like, we bleeped somebody else's name because it was like, we made like a joke that's about something personal, like an inside joke. And then we called Blake at the end of the episode. And, and like we're talking to him because at New Year's or whatever, like at Blake's house, Ian was like, he like fell asleep while they were watching The Departed, but I thought it was like halfway through and Ian didn't remember any of it. So I was like, uh-oh, did he black out? So we called Blake at the end of the podcast, and Blake was coming over because we were having a few people over after the podcast to my place. And so it's like, Blake's like, Ian says to Blake, oh, are you eating popcorn? And it's just finishing off the bag. And Blake's like, yeah, me and a person whose name we bleeped earlier in the episode are coming to Nate's. And then Ian's like, cool. You're going to have to bleep that. So then I just recorded myself with my phone going like, name censored. And then like, and then put it over. So if anybody was listening to the 3-hour long podcast last week and wondered what the fuck was going on, that's what happened.
Big rip dip at the potato chip factory.
Yeah, so Ian's canceled for saying too many names.
Canceled for life.
Yeah, no, just kidding. I love you, Ian.
I love you too, Ian. You're a good guy.
He wasn't feeling great today. Chris is sick, so wish him both good luck.
Yeah. R.I.P. Big boys.
Yeah, wish them get better. I love those boys. I'm gonna tell them to listen to this. I love you guys. You're such good boys. Bleep, baby.
Bleep.
But yeah, so if you want to wish either of them good wishes, Ian is at StrugglesV on Twitter. Chris is at Crongle, that's CHRONGLE on Twitter. Otherwise, you can find me on Twitter at The Media Hole, on TikTok at The Media Hole, on Tumblr as When Your Balls Get Stuck to Your Leg.tumblr.com. And obviously we're youtube.com/N8S comedy and twitch.tv/The Media Hole. Do you want to plug anything? Do you tweet?
I don't tweet. I don't do.
You should tweet. You come up with a lot of funny things. Just don't tweet anything like horrible. Just tweet something that's funny.
Installed. I deleted that filter.
That's fair.
No plugs. I love everyone. It sucks I won't be able to do this for a little while.
Yeah, but this is such like a good thing to do.
Yeah, it's a nice way to just fucking
kill
creative outlets.
Yeah,
creative outlets. But no. Good night, everyone.
All right. We love you here.
It is currently January 11th. When it's released, it'll be, I did it to you.
It'll be the 13th when this is released. Because we release them on the Monday.
Future men.
Remember, guys, Monday at 7 a.m. on Eastern time for the audio versions, which are on Spotify and iTunes and Google and Stitcher and all that good stuff. That's at 7 a.m. on the Monday at Eastern time again. And on YouTube at 1 p.m. on the Monday for the YouTube version. And that's because I put that there because one time when I was doing our first video version, like when it was processing, like rendering, uploading. It just like uploaded wrong. And then early in the morning I had to re-upload it.
Oh.
So then I was like, okay, well, thank God I set it at 1 because that gave me a couple hours of extra leeway between the 7 a.m. version. But yeah, again, thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, you're done your plugs. I got no plugs.
Yeah,
hey, Martha Stewart, you got any plugs?
Hey, go to www.I'mABigFatMotherfucker.com.
Is that it?
Yeah. Hold on.
You're not even big or fat.
I'm gonna. No. It's about you. Oh, fuck. I wonder if that noise was audible.
Martha.
Martha's coming, baby. And not in a good way.
She is an old lady.
How about this? Here's one more thing to plug. How about you plug your fucking asshole unless you want fucking David J. Sandberg to come down and just eat your ass.
The Hofmeister himself?
David J. Sandberg.
The Hoff.
David J. Sandberg comes to your house in the middle of fucking night, and if you've ever eaten cheese in the last 38 hours, he eats your ass until you cry.
What if I've only ate cheese in the last 38 hours?
He'll eat your ass until you cry cheese. Thank you, everybody, for putting up with our dumb bullshit. We love you, boys. See ya.
Goodbye. And girls.
And non-binary folks, you're fucking seen. Gotcha.